Hello, my name is Nanette Debs, and for those of you who do not know me, I've been a licensed massage therapist for 19 years, a somatic release life coach for 3, and I'm also a single mother who works at home. I love my life. My life is so much fun, and what I wanted to share with you today was a really amazing story. I believe in the power of stories, and I believe in the power of example. And the story that I'd like to share with you today is about gratitude, and it's about paying it forward, and it's about how we direct our energy into the world. So this story actually happened to happen this summer. And this summer, I happened to be coming home from a friend's house downtown Salt Lake City, Utah, and I noticed that I needed to get some gas before I jumped on the freeway. So I'm there. It's about 10:30 o'clock at night, and the gas station had already closed. And so I was like, okay. So I pulled up, and it's completely dark, and the only light that is on there is at the gas pumps. And I see this guy looking into the windows and kind of wandering around, and he didn't look right. To say the least. And so I'm in my car and I'm just kind of waiting to see what was going on so that I didn't put myself in a situation. Now there was traffic going by, so I felt pretty safe to be in a well-lit area. And as a woman, of course, you got to watch out where you are. And I'm always aware of my surroundings. I always teach my children, my 2 girls that drive, I teach them be aware of your surroundings, lock your car wherever you go. Don't fiddle around with your purse with an unlocked car. So safety first, right? And he happens to come away from the gas pump where I was at, and he started to talk to me. My window was closed, and he says, "Hey, hey, hey! I need to talk to you. Roll down your window." And I was like, "Okay." And I'm like trying to get my credit card so that when he does go away, I can come pump my gas when it's a little bit more of a okay situation. And then he started to just calm down and talk to me. And I looked at him and I said, okay, just wait 1 minute. Because I couldn't tell him that I couldn't roll down my window. My motor on my driver's side is not functioning. And so I had to order the part at the time. And it doesn't work. So I couldn't roll down my window to let him know, like, hey, dude, or to just pay attention to what he needed without having to get out of the car. So I was just like, okay, I kind of checked out the situation a little bit. I always follow my instincts in everything that I do. I always go to that place in me. It's the way that I direct myself. It's the way that I do everything. And I don't do anything without my intuition. I'm very, very connected to it. And it just always leads me in the right direction. It has never failed me. So I get out of the car, and after his little frazzled moment of his little emergency that was going on, I looked at him and I said, how can I help you? And he says, do you have any cash on you? Do you have any money on you? He's like, I need some help. He's like, I'm here from Seattle early on a conference. Some of the people that I know haven't gotten here yet. I came a couple days early to enjoy the city. I've never been in Salt Lake City. I always wanted to. I don't have my wallet. I lost my wallet. I went to Denny's. I've searched everywhere. I happen to park my car in a towaway zone. I'm out of gas. I don't have anything. He's like, can you help? Whatever you can do. He's like, can you just help me? And I was like, wow, that is so sad. That's like blum, 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 just like he's just had the snowball effect. And I could tell that he had really put some effort into, trying to resolve the situation. He's like, I've gone everywhere. He's like, no one will help me. Everyone that I've asked, no one wants to help me. And he's like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, okay, that's weird. Okay. So I'm tuning into a situation because as an intuitive, I always check in with people. And I thought, okay, he's not lying to me. So I'm like, okay, well, let me check my purse. And of course, I get back in the car and I make sure it's locked and I look through my purse and he's just waiting there. I never, ever carry cash, ever. It's just not like me anymore. Credit cards are so convenient, and debit cards. So I'm like, okay, I get back out of the car and I grabbed one of my cards. And I said, I happen to have $10 cash. I said, you're in luck because I never carry cash. And he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, I can help you. And I said, I'm sorry that you're having such a horrible experience here in Salt Lake City. I said, um, so he was really grateful. And then I stood back a little bit. He was still a ways from me because he was really aware of the fact that, I'm a woman and I'm here in the dark and alone. And so he never got in my face, and he kept a respectful distance, which I really appreciated. And I was looking at him, and I said, dude, I said, come here. And he's like, what? What are you going to do to me? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to hurt you, dude. And I said, no, just come here. Be quiet and just come here. And so he came over and he's sitting up on, it's up a little bit higher where the gas pump is, and I'm down lower. And so I'm already 5 feet short enough, and he's up kind of like a higher from me. And I said, come here. I said, I do energy work. And I said, can I just help shift you a little bit? Can I help reset you? And he's like, yeah, I would really love that. And I said, well, give me your hand. And so he, gave me his hand, and I held onto it, and I called my angel team to be here with me, and the angels that are accordingly, because I do angel work. And so I called in my powerful angels, and I just grounded him. And I sent in some energy. I do a technique that's called theta healing that I learned a long time ago by Viana, who's an amazing woman. And anyway, I just did this technique, and I reset his energy. And whatever was creating the chaos inside him, I reset it for him. And then I just poured in a lot of light into his body and reset his nervous system and helped him to see and perceive things a little bit differently. Because what I noticed was that people don't normally reject other people. People are pretty generous. People want to help other people. They usually do. And I think, okay, this is a little odd. Why aren't people wanting to help them? So I asked his body, and his body said he was so scared. And so a lot of the time our energy just goes out like this. It disperses, especially with fear. It disperses and it affects all of our surroundings. So as our energy is dispersed, and especially with fear, what it does is it just sends everything out, and the world responds to us where we are in that current state, in that current moment of where we are. It responds to us. And a lot of people don't know this. So if you're going out into the world and you're having a really bad day and you keep tripping and running into things and you're doing all this stuff, it's like that's it. Because you started off with this energy and now you're going out into the world, and the world is responding off your current state of emotion. And emotion is energy in motion. And so he didn't realize he was doing that. And so anyway, I did that for about 2 minutes, and I just went in and cleared his chakras and grounded him and just asked my angel team to assist him and help him in the right direction. And he just was so still in such a trusting space and a complete stranger, and nobody else had been wanting to help him. And here comes little Nina, and he gets a little bit of Nina magic, as my clients call it. And he comes down and he just opens his eyes and he's like, what did you do to me? And I was like, I just gave you some energy work and I helped reset you. And I hope that you are able to go out into the world and you will direct your energy in a more conscious way. And I said, I don't think you realize this, but you're actually, your energy, you were so afraid, you were so spastic of like, oh my, what am I going to do? Losing your wallet, with your car, not knowing anybody, not being able to do anything without your wallet, your ID, nothing. And I said, others were responding off of you, and you created an energy wave for people to not want to trust you, to not want to respond to you, to not want to help you. And I said, so I hope that, planting the seed of gratitude and planting the seed of your consciousness to be grounded will help you direct you in a different way. And he's like, I feel so peaceful. I feel so good. And I said, yeah, you should, and it'll last a while. And then he just was all kind of like disoriented because he was in such an opposite, direction. So he just like whoop, and it's all about creating balance. So once his body would actually like take it in, he'll go into balance. And maybe he didn't know that. Maybe he's never experienced that. But my point to the story is that gratitude is really powerful, and paying it forward is really powerful. And he insisted on getting back with me to pay me that $10. And I said, dude, don't worry about it. I said, $10 isn't going to make me or break me. And I said, I've been in situations where I've needed help, and I've had perfect strangers help me, and so it's my opportunity to pay it forward too. I said, I wish you luck. Here's my card. On the back of my card is the first complimentary live coaching session over the phone. Should you need additional assistance, give me a call. And he was taken by it. He's like, I've never had anybody help me like that before. And he says, thank you so much. And he just kept saying thank you as he was walking away. And I said, good luck on everything. And I said, you know what? Shoot me a text and shoot me a call and just let me know how everything works out. And it was a very powerful moment. I really enjoyed it. And I went home. I felt good. I was like, he just got some Nina love. I just changed his life forever. And he will always take that with him. So planting the seed of gratitude can be extremely powerful. It helps shift us. I know that I have had some experiences where people have helped me, and I wasn't always good at receiving, even out of all the things that I knew. Because of my marriage, I was a little bit isolated, and I just, I didn't direct that very well. So my mother said something to me that actually changed my life forever when I became a single woman. And she says, by you allowing people to give to you fulfills the karma in them giving, and you receiving helps to fulfill your karma. And so it helps to even out energies. And I thought about that, and I said, you know what? My mom is a very wise woman, and I love her dearly. And she was full of support when I became single. And that always stuck with me. And so the more I opened up my heart, the more blessings I received because I was open to receiving. And some people don't understand, especially, in the line of work that I do, a lot of people don't understand that their channel of receiving isn't as open as their channel of giving. And you really do need to balance that out, because if you don't, you can't continue giving if you love to give if you don't receive. Those blessings work both ways. Those channels, those energetic highways, they have to be even. Those portals have to communicate, just like a telephone system. And so you don't want the line to be busy if you're going to be in need one day to receive. You want to be able to pick up that phone, and you want to be able to listen to the voice on the other side, or you want to be able to get that message. And so make sure that your channels of receiving are open both ways in the channel of giving. And that's a way to balance. So a lot of people don't know that when they get scared, they direct certain energies out, and when you really need the help, your portals aren't open. So anyway, that is the story I wanted to share. I hope that you can take that into your heart. And from my heart to yours, peace out. Hope you made your day with some Nina love. And if you love what I have to tell you today, go ahead and click on my link under the video. I would love to show you how I'm doing this, staying at home and having a very beautiful, abundant life. And I would love to coach you through all that. So give me a call, send me an email, whatever it is that you prefer your way to get a hold of me. I would love to help you in any project and any purpose. Spread any message that you have. And thank you so much for listening. Shazam. Have a great day.